Why Queen Charlotte's daughters didn't want to get married. Queen Charlotte and King George III had 6 daughters, but only half of those princesses ever made it to the altar. Spinsterhood wasn't exactly their preference. The poor gals felt trapped in that life, but King George simply would not allow his girls to be wives. He witnessed his own sisters' unhappy marriages. Any talk of proposing would agitate him greatly. George suffered from a mental illness. We now know he likely had a rare genetic disorder called porphyria. It addled his brain and sparked delusions. The king endured bouts of madness. He had unbridled mania one moment and dark depression the next. His moods pinballed, frantically out of control. During his fits, George grew paranoid. He ranted about imagined enemies. People plotted against him, or so he thought. His daughters seemed to be the only ones he trusted. The princesses dared not leave their father. Queen Charlotte avoided mentioning marriage as well. She also enjoyed having her daughters around as companions. The princesses themselves were shy and socially awkward. Finding suitable husbands proved difficult. Their interactions were limited to the household staff. Developing feelings for servants below their class was inevitable. Some daughters formed secret crushes, but acting on these urges meant going against protocol. The daughters expressed discontent over their unwed state in letters. A few of George's daughters did find a match. The eldest, Charlotte, wed at the ripe old age of 31. By then, George had relinquished the throne. His son took over as Prince Regent. Finally, restrictions on the princesses eased. 2 more daughters, Elizabeth and Mary, quickly followed suit. They exchanged their vows between 1815 and 1818, but 3 other sisters remained husbandless maidens. They never found adequate suitors, it seemed, so they embraced a life of pampering and needlework. Though some did stray, bearing children on the sly,